therefore Imamunina Aquaba. Imamunina Aquaba. Eva Kennedy or Henry Edgepon pages. Kamu say a hadi bahaya no krem kwa any bekanoa. Mr. Waba Bomadina na share video no. Comment like it. Nasan share ka ho. Fere wo namfofo. Wunyanom nyadofo no nyina na omumra. Na omumra betie ensem papa sabio ene yewo edemamo. Adofo pese me nkyere mo se program we so no Stella no erwane ewo YouTube Ras Media GH uko nso a sabi wo nso no wonsa ebeka bi na wanya bi ahwe Ras Media GH ewo YouTube Mr. Moano me pese me verify say audio no ye kama nti misro wa ba wo hwe me no please just write me yes the audio is good so that I can understand say we are getting everything correct. Sebia audio no eye kama. Se de mo nyina bonim no mo ankasa mu nua ba ko pe Mr. Mafo me na me kase. Mr. Mo ase mo ba no mo modere na mo share video no ntimi ko nanim because ene me ne mo e won nsem bebire eche efa me no se be boa me ne wo ene Ghana man nyina. Mr. Mo ano mo modere na mo share video no o ha nso a utumi comment na ya che o kama okay na say o wa nso na comment utumi a che o kama na ya mo akwaba sonko akwaba titire aba program no so yankase yenye ya kubu mumuni I say good morning to you bro on what to say adofo mo menko straight to the point I say me ba life for check akra. But today we have a lot to talk about. So here imagine sir ewo hono mo amosi offer day one factory one district enye adwuma no munguso na monhwemachi more whilst I'm talking no you will see that these images will slide automatically one by one. And these are all new factories that are being built in Ghana. Okay. First of all, I would like you all to look at the images lying behind me so that you know the lot of the number of what them call factories are under this administration through the private partner participation or multi-establish and create jobs to the people in Ghana. And you know, and about propaganda only. Governance is about ideology. Governance is about, the commitment. Say, udibeye jumapa omai. And this is what we are now seeing in the country called Ghana. This government is really doing his best to make sure, say, some difficulties that we have as a Ghanaian, some difficulties that we have as a country, some difficulties that we have as a social life, the government is putting down some initiatives. All these difficulties and all these problems will be completely solved from the system. But hereby, because we Ghanaians, we are enemies of ourselves, we do allow people to manipulate us. Yema amount for kwamo mutimbeka and sema enye. And sema enye no kore and sema eni sro na eni form omutumi ba be ka kire ye na because we don't want to read and research to get the correct things we allow these people to use their mind to manipulate our thinking and our thoughts. I think that it is time that Ghanaians, we must to start thinking that this country can be changed only if we all commit ourselves as citizens. This country can be changed only when we, the citizens of this country, the sovereignty of Ghana, wakes up and understand, say it is duty of all citizens working hard together, coming together as one nation with one plan. That is only way Ghana can move forward And that is the only way the citizens of the country can feel good being in the country. Why am I saying that? I'm saying this because I have something that I want to share with you. I can see how people are hypocrites. I can see how the so-called journalist in Ghana now has turned into a hypocrisy, whereby people call themselves journalists, but rather they are not doing journalism for the betterment of the country, but they are doing journalism just to feed their stomach. And I can mention names and names and names of so-called radio presenters who are now claiming themselves journalists, who don't know what is about journalism, who don't even understand the work of a journalist. But what they do is they sit on their platforms and they allow people to narrate trash to the ears of Ghanaians. They allow people who don't know what to say when it comes to programs to tell them things which are not supposed to be said, things that are not true, especially. And I can mention a lot of them. Captain Smart or Dintro, ono de oti asem bia sa about you be can asem bi wa bontra na da betina ne platform so no de yedede. There were a lot of them Richard Boachin so sa he just picked up some what them call informal informations, and he comes on his platform to spread them without not thinking about working as a real journalist, whereby you go and do your own research to find things so that you can come out and tell them what actually you saw with your own eye. But we are living in a country whereby all these crooks of journalists are just hungry people who go out to find people who will give them food, and they will say whatever these people will ask them to say. That is how we are here. That is why we are here. And this is in terms of journalism. Now let's go to the market woman. The type of greediness that they have in their mind. How greedy our local market women are. They are really greedy. Abusiamu share video no. Nana ya pre ko mechia wo to say Isaac Frimpong also mechia. Let's go and see how greedy our market women are. Please do not hate me. Listen to this video. I'm coming to play this video to you so that you will understand what I'm talking about. What I'm talking about is not about hatred. It's about reality in Ghana. It's about how Ghanaians behave themselves in the country called Ghana. Even though this government is doing everything possible to make the lives of common Ghanaian become easier, there are people who are there planning how they can make the common citizens' life become more difficult for the person, so that they can say the government is not doing a job. It's not doing a good job. And I don't want to talk much. Let's go and watch the video. Then after when we come back, we can talk. We will continue.
And we near 10.
Prices of foodstuffs have shot up, and tomato, which is an essential ingredient in our dishes, is not an exception. Now, when you come to places like Techimentia, this box is being sold for 150 cedis. That's what the traders buy from the farmers. But same box is being sold between 500 and 600 cedis in Kumasi.
So Ghana Fuwe, Munti Asema presenter we kayo. You just have to listen to exact words this journalist who is focused. Credit to the guy from News 360 Degree. I don't know who is the person. I don't remember the name of the journalist, but this is type of journalist that we are talking about. These are the type of journalism that Ghana need. These are type of issues that we must discuss them on the mainstreams of the country to change the mindset of the people. How can you buy a box of tomatoes at 150 Ghana cedis and you get to Kumasi and you sold it at 500 Ghana cedis? What kind of greediness is that? What kind of greediness is in these people? And who is there to control them? The farmer, always see all his time, all his energy, all his money, all his resources to weed in the farm and produce these tomatoes, is selling it to you at a price of 150 Ghana cedis. And a so-called greedy market woman will buy this from Techimantia. She will pay 500 Ghana for transport, 50 Ghana cedis for transportation to Kumasi, to make it initial cost of 200 Ghana. And this woman will sell this product in Kumasi at 500 Ghana cedis, more than 100% additional. Ghana for, are we serious? And you hear people who will come and blame the government. You hear people who will come and say it's the government that is not doing his job. You hear people who will come and say the commodities in the country are expensive because the Ghana government is not doing his job. 500 Ghana cedis. Please. 100% additional. Ghana for, are we serious? And you hear people who will come and blame the government. We actually say we are suffering, we are in difficulties in the country because of greedy people, because of the bad mindset that we have. You hear always Canada, Japan say that Ghanaians, we were born bad. And I can say it on authority that my senior man is not wrong at all. Canada, Japan is not wrong at all if he says that Ghanaians, we are born bad. We are born bad because how can you buy a box of tomatoes at a price of 150 from the farm? You go to Kumasi and you sell the same box at the price of 500 Ghana. And you come back and tell me that it's the government who is not managing the economy well. And you come back and tell me that the administration, this government, this actual administration is weak. And that is why there is too much high cost of commodities in the country. Of Ghana for Ghana for me say yen hu atam for yen pay yen hu ye we be come no na some greedy NDC leaders and akwa akoshe amanfo achi and omu mporu to their mentality to increase prices on the market to make Ghanaians feel hardship in the day life. And I'm sure of what I'm saying, that there is someone behind this way of increasing commodities without any measurement. Mama yenko na yento asentie the rest of the video. Natie how much people are charging for transportation just because of a little increment that came into the fuel prices. Let's go and listen.
Now, this one is also sold for 50 cedis here. But in Kumasi and even other places, it goes for 200 Ghana cedis.
We're near 50, and we're near 30, and we're near 10.
Farmers here say they are being shortchanged by the traders. For them, prices of foodstuff should not be too expensive, considering how much traders buy it from them. The traders buy it from us at a very low price. They are the ones who rather benefit from the business because they can buy a bucket for 50 cedis and sell to the consumer in 3 folds.
2.5 bag back could be a
bag of pepper is sold to the trader at 200 cedis. Meanwhile, the farmer even spends more than that to plant. Farmers are always short-changed. But traders have justified the market prices. They say the hikes in fuel prices is a determining factor. But how much is the cost of transporting the tomato from this farming community to the market center?
Before
the fuel increment, we charged 10 cedis per box, but now charge 15 cedis from Techimentia to Kumasi.
One box we are.
For the final consumer, he has to get 3 of this for 5 cedis in Kumasi.
Ibrahim Abubakar, TV3 News, Techimentia, Ahafo region.
Prices of foodstuffs have shot up, and tomato, which is an essential ingredient in our dishes, is not an exception. Now, when you come to places like Techimentia, this box is being sold for 150 cedis. That's what the traders buy from the farmers. But same box is being sold between 500 and 600 cedis in Kumasi. Now, this one is also sold for 50 cedis here.
But in Kumasi and even other places, it goes for 200 Ghana cedis.
We're near 50, and we're near 30, and we're near 10.
Farmers here say they are being shortchanged by the traders. For them, prices of foodstuff should not be too expensive, considering how much traders buy it from them. The traders buy it from us at a very low price. They are the ones who rather benefit from the business because they can buy a bucket for 50 cedis and sell to the consumer in 3 folds.
2.5 bag back could be a
bag of pepper is sold to the trader at 200 cedis. Meanwhile, the farmer even spends more than that to plant. Farmers are always short-changed. But traders have justified the market prices. They say the hikes in fuel prices is a determining factor. But how much is the cost of transporting the tomato from this farming community to the market center?
Before
the fuel increment, we charged 10 cedis per box, but now charge 15 cedis from Techimentia to Kumasi.
One box we are.
For the final consumer, he has to get 3 of this for 5 cedis in Kumasi.
Ibrahim Abubakar, TV3 News, Techimentia, Ahafo region.
Prices of foodstuffs have shot up, and tomato.
Therefore, I think say we all see it. Say, obitimi ko Techimentia, osi odidwa wo Ghana. Eko koto entos box back 150. Menu nyina yenye calculation. 150 Ghana, 1 box. Now we tria 15 Ghana cedis as a transportation. Eti nipa na bekwa kodru Kumasi no. Now that box of tomatoes no cost 165 Ghana cedis as an initiative cost. Na mo he greediness no ba bia wo. Unto si na okoto free Techimentia wo de ko Kumasi no. It cost 165 Ghana cedis. Enipa kro na the tomatoes no kokodru Kumasi a ose nam so ono na ekoto free Techimentia e de ba Kumasi ntino. Okwa koton 500 Ghana cedis. Awia by bronson ben pa ne Ghana fo. Adwadifo ma no de ben sika moroso pa na muhia enna me no so a modi bu Ghana fo ma sei. Mo ma Ghana fo ma mo ankasa mu nuanom omo ho a kire omo sei. Boni ben no mo de ayemo. Huh? How can you decide to let your own friend, your own brother, your own neighbor, your own family member, your own relative suffer too much like this just because you want to make a lot of money, and at the same time crying that the economy, that a hardship in the Ghana economy. Hey Ghana for, let me tell you something. So your greediness, selfishness, and in the bad mindset away your mona. God, Jesus, they made to me free. Heaven abagana, so baby diabine, or baby digana so, or bayama Ghana ye, we can never make it. Because the greediness and the selfishness in us is too much. It is not acceptable. It cannot be accepted. Say, I did 165 Ghana cedis. Utimi kotono 500 Ghana cedis, making about 335 cedis as a profit on one box. Where do we really want to get to? Ehena Ghana for epesi yankoni nkokodo. Ena Ghana for epesi yankoni nkokodo. Uti driver no chese Ghana for no eya adwemmone na ewo yetim no. Uti asema driver no kai. Driver no say before there was an increasement of fuel prices no. Not omo the box back free teshiment yako Kumasi, they were collecting 10 Ghana cedis. And just with about 30% of increment on the bar fuel no so no. Omo no matter to Lord fair no 50% at then. And Sanyama we no nyina ekoso Ghana man mo, but nipa bi no mo so mo from journalists, the incompetent personalities, people who like speculation to make money. Amanfo omon sheda nya adwuma titiro bi. Omon moa system no no nkoso. Nipa bi no ma omon ni initiatives bi a ebo amagana man fa ne ntuma pafira. Omon ko hwehwe ntaade abegina so omon ye what they call journalist. But this type of journalist only talks about what will let people or their paymaster give them money. Why are we having this kind of issues here? Inflation is now across Ghana. No, it is all because of these people. Inflation is now more than can't say Ghana. No, this is because the market women are increasing their product by themselves. You cannot say because you say Kofi Manu ekofa niema free America de ba Ghana wato ne price muntino una wo ye Ghana ni ba okofa niema free afuom e wo drobo de ba Kumasi say oba beton no, you are also going to increase it based on the how approach niema no ne bo okosoro. You cannot make it like that because answer no be to me the phone and also be to me the adibia free America, Italy, Germany, Switzerland, Edeba Bedru Ghana no. Due to COVID, and in some CC or Ghana Mamono, the cost involved are too high. And to wouldn't to be found on to be or no high or tier container car. I saw to be the product above here. Wouldn't be found on to be one or no otia importation tax. Airport, seaport. As now what you mean in the Mababonte. Untimi mfa wo ho ento obi ono no tua wo fa ne say COVID levy, obi ono tua pollution levy, obi ono tua all this type of taxes at the port before he can take his goods outside and sell them. Why are we doing ourselves like that? And the Yemiyane said, these the same people who do this evil will come back and complain, say tomato soup boy yedene, kenke boy yedene, banku boy yedene, bibia boy yedene. Na mi bisa wo se wo kona koto dokono na yede abomu no kan ho a odwene se tomatoes no omonkofa firi formana, they went and buy it and they say wo ye dwadini na wo tutu tomatoes buo no too much automatically o kwa koto dokono no buo be yede because ntos na ma meno di ye abomu na kan dokono no ho no otoye nti no so obeto ne dokono no price no as na watim dia akova the cost of the tomatoes that she's using. This is all because 2 or 3 market women, or all the market women, our motor local products to sell them on the market, are really ready to destroy the image of the government just because some NDC bad men are under this person, telling the person to increase their prices, telling the people, this market women, to increase their prices because they want everybody to say, the government of this country is not working, that the management of our economy is not working well. Oh, Ghana, we must start wising up. I was saying, Shasia, na yenkas yemu say any action that we take in the country, it is part of either our country will be developed or the country will not develop. It is also part of either we will have a good life in the country or we will not have it. How come say you were all this lineup journalists? They don't talk about these issues. They don't try to understand why this inflation. They said inflation is whereby a lot of money are used to chase for one product. And they say, tomatoes not better than with drama. Why shouldn't we expect inflations in the economy? It is normal. It will happen, and you cannot do nothing to avoid it because these greedy men and women are there to make themselves rich by taking advantage of the other people. What country are we in? What country are we in? Why is it that the mentality of the Ghanaian is to not to do something patriotic to help building the nation, but rather thinking about their self-interest, their parochial interest, their stomach, especially. This feeds the country, these journalists that are in Ghana. Now, woman Kosa feeds the country for no so. Well, yes, Ghana yet near Jumaye. Abrabo mo ayedre. Ajuma ho ayena. People cannot get work to do. Yes, okay. Abani si okay sana te dia me ba na ma ba be boa individuals na omo intention to open factories and companies so that they can open them, they can have enough capitals, they can have some kind of benefit from the government so that they can open their factories in a simple and a better way. Then, after all, I say near Jumaya, no. A government has come with such kind of initiatives, such kind of policies, a way to solve the unemployment in the country. Na amanfo binum ayashire tue sika ma omo hetimi soruko gina platform binum so e ka sate se de omo ti murem e ka kira ban ne say what the government is doing is not for the youth, but the government is doing 419. The government is not building any state factory. Now, obi yet one district, one factory policy, such a huge opportunity to reduce the number of unemployment, to reduce the number of products that we import into our country, to reduce the pressure on our city. And you get people who are out there preaching against this such a great policy, such a what them call an intellectual beginning of developing the country. And you hear NDC, many NDC from they will go what they call area by area by saying, say, the government did not build a government factories, so that is 419 because the government was supposed to build a government what they call a state factories. When did Akufo-Addo told Ghanaians that he's going to build state factories? Me, I've never heard that. I have never heard from the president saying that he's going to build the state factories, but rather he spoke about helping and I say all boa ankura more motiman be nyumana amount for so any biaye. And what should we do as citizens that we think or that we say that we want the better of this country? And when I say nka ye nyina no ye beka ye ho abom na ya fa policy we aban we dia bai na nka ya bo ho dawuro na nka even no ya try say nka betumi ama another people maybe they have capitals living in other countries, Ghanaians in the diaspora, Ghanaians amuwo nafofo mo ya abrofo. You could have do something to involve more people in this policy to make Ghana rise again. But no, they don't talk about this. They don't even try to let the people know that these advantages are available in the country by the government. But they will rather try to collapse, or they will prefer to lie about all the policies and all the good initiatives that the government is implementing. Now, mututi abrochire na mu kan kwase asem before ansana Germany hona amotena ebe yi Germany no ye the Volkswagens ene de share the BMW and the shares here, the Benz, Mercedes and the shares here, and they started this way. This is how they started. Abane shares here, she saw a man for us, and kra mutumi enya the encouragement, the power, and the capital to expand their businesses. And look at how they are today. This is how we are doing there. That is what the government is initiating. But enam say NDC for monferia de moni muda na mo de bibia no, or you are able to accept them no, you come out to say that the government abane ye no enya the factories no way. Factories in egu machi ho no. Kinkan na we a factory no. We factory no nie. Na ya tre no ho no. Dabuaso palm oil processing factory and a wohono kan is working from fie from wadam for Ghana na kache say onko no onko hwe sada Dabuase factory we say oha no mra meka nkyerɛw ye kra emo ahodo ofira broche de ba Ghana da bia afi bia aban bia ba na ye produce local rice. Instead of you to talk about it, advertise it, ask Ghanaians to buy made in Ghana product, no, you are rather condemning such initiative and even a way to bring employment in the country. Who are we? Are we enemies of the state? Are we enemies of ourselves? Or we are people without consciousness? What kind of policy and initiative did your Mahama brought in all this period that he came in as a government? And you find these people living abroad, these trash guys or live abroad, they are always trying to spit trash on the people just because they want their government, their promised government, Mahama, to come in so that they can get these bonuses that they are promised of giving them. You are not citizenship. You people are not patriotics. You people are belly-dalashing people. You should be ashamed of yourself. Hey, I wish to say, if you want to show to be a patriotic citizen that you want the betterment of the country, what I believe that we should all involve ourselves is asking and consistently asking the government to do some what they call some, I don't, the word is not coming. Say you may be and say fancy san ye kakra bi no mmra your constitution. The amendment of the constitution is what if you think that you are a patriotic citizen, you should talk about, not about what the government is doing in a bad way, not to disgrace the intellectuality of these leaders. Not to sit somewhere and talk about things that you know that It was not done in the country before this government came in. I want any of you so-called NDC supporters to come out and give me any intervention, any social intervention, any policy that that the John Mahama administration brought in Ghana, and he was able to execute it to the end of project. None of them, apart from Kwame Nkrumah interchange. That is all. Because Nesika Korono na ewo so they involve themselves to make sure say they can complete it so that they can get their kickback. Project yaka nyina Jomahama na aban ekoye ekoji hu sika approval of the budget from the parliament. Ema he hu sika ma the minister or the committee who was supposed to supervise the project. But at the end of the day, none of the projects were completed. And I mean, even John Mahama has never and ever managed the Ghana economy. You should be a stupid person. You should be an idiot. You should be an unconscious Ghanaian. You should be what they call a stupid Ghanaian to think, say, Mahama managed your Ghana economy. Mahama did not and has never and will never manage the Ghana economy. John Mahama managers of the Ghana economy was the IMF. John Mahama managers or the economic board members, they were the IMF. It wasn't Ghanaians. This is all because the NDC as a party, we don't have competent people. But more tricks and propaganda machines are they win elections because they can buy people. They pay people to come out and talk nasty things to people. And until you also face the country for now, they be the AD attempt they've never brought in any alternative. They have never come out with any alternative. They have never and ever come out with any concrete solution to any problem. But they will always and always continue complaining about what is going on in the country. Now, yeah, Kesipan say sometimes now they act like say, well, me and say, so we are gonna know so you face the country. Now say you are talking for the well-being of Ghana. I do believe what you're talking about. But so catch them and say you are propagating for Mahama to come back. I can understand they say you are an idiot. We are idiot to say Mustafa Jabir. Because Jimmy no ebunum ye de womo. Che say mo Jimmy. Because Abanya or no ba ya went me manage your economy even more than 1 year. He managed your economy less than 1 year and on the join at the call IMF. Na say ne obi aban wetu abeji we for the IMF. And the policies ibinum ababon tena e magana man no amanfo ho to mo. Amanfo abrabo esesa. Amanfo enya education. Na say o se o mpe ono. Na mom no pe de ono ba ya within 1 year. Na o de call IMF. I can tell you an authority say wajim. Wajim to say Kevin Taylor. O giant Kevin Taylor. Wajim to say Kevin Taylor. Because America now, Germany, and Holland now, it was not built in 5 years. It was built gradually. And it's a moment and this if I want to do a man so and fear do nun song. No one to me and ye be a man says I am Magana my more. You people should be ashamed of yourself. I'm talking about the NDC leaders because some of you, the supporters of the NDC, some of you, your mentality is so shallow, say you cannot even understand things. Some of you, your mentality are so low to the level, say you do allow these people, paid people, to manipulate your intelligence, to manipulate your thought, to manipulate even your mindset, your consciousness as a person. Because Kevin Taylor not or expose you or cancer, I want him to talk about the truth and the fact, not just to make everything look negative. Any aspect of this government is a negative point to Kevin Taylor and his supporters. This is all because some of you Ghanaians has refused to think. Some of you Ghanaians has refused to analyze things. Some of you Ghanaians has refused to do a political policy comparison. But the more generally say, me and this me and people me and this. Me say oba na o kasa about changing Ghana. You want Ghana to change. You want things to be better. Now you are not talking in the name of NDC. Now you are talking say you want some things to change in the country. I really appreciate your effort. But so oba now but now say we campaign ama Mahama. Oh yeah, boy, Jimmy. Your mentality is low. Because you should understand yourself, say Mahama and his people, his managers, his crook of gang and of crook of corrupt people, no, they are not the solution to the country. Because we have seen their performance. We have seen what they have done in the country. We have seen how they manage our money. We've seen how what difficulties they put our life in, and we see how we suffered even to go to senior secondary school. We see how we suffered to get lights in our house. We see how we suffered to get jobs to do in the country. So why should I change someone? Nipa na buy and main case MPP are buying is a virgin or is a perfect political party. I'm saying say ope se oma John Mahama mera media buying na yentu MPP abana John Mahama mera metna kunya so I think say you have something wrong with your mindset. You are fool. You are fool because on teniyama binumase. You are fool because you don't reason by yourself. You are fool because you don't know where you are coming from. You are fool because you don't remember your past. It's only that will make you think, say, John Mahama is the solution for you. It's only that will make you think, say, I see a thief like him is somebody who can help you to get a better life. It is only this that will make you think, say, Nsama Sami Jamfi Betna Asia or Kano Ayanokre. And only this that will let you follow that fucking guy in Virginia. It's only on that. And never more what it is some phone sa Virginia guy Virginia waka kurasini. Ghana for mama yenye vigilant. Let's start using our mindset. We should not allow this what they call colonial masters to influence us through some political parties. Hey, but Ghana for sometimes do you know that even the performances of Akufo-Addo is a huge threat to the European countries? Do you know that? Munimu say nyuma hodo any the commitment aban we ya fato no ho so say obeye no a threat even to the government himself, his life. Munimu ho man bisa mo de ntie yekum Gaddafi. Mo bisa mo ho de ntie yekum Saddam Hussein. Mo bisa mo ho de ntie yekum Patrick mo bisa mo de ntie yekum Thomas Sankara. Mobi samo but enam se Ghana for bi no musi jimi adidi mutimo a mon nwene nko akire ntino. You don't understand, say the NDC is a political party which is being sponsored or which is being seconded by the Western land, because with the NDC in power the Western land can have all their advantages that they want to take from Ghana. But with the MPP as a political party leading the country, the Western land find it difficult to have access to some of our things. Abayano eton de niyama, because say NDC abayan ne gina so ENI Italian company or produce gas ebetima bagana na oni John Mahama betena sife na omo aye bogus agreement The here said John Mahama be 5 million at the end of the day. Said John Mahama buying a Tesla. Switzerland company no the most expensive chocolate in the world no. To me about no money Mahama and then a Greek minister Nico go board what them call manager opuni no more better no more a bogus agreement. No one say opuni ebenya ne share that. Say the emergency of electricity power sources in a every government can come to Ghana, every country can come to Ghana, sit down with John Mahama. The important is they get their kickback, and John Mahama will agree to any type of agreement of supplying power to the country. So, I am normal. I say, the white will always try to make it possible say John Mahama betuma be di Ghana manso, because Akufo-Addo and his people are also like the white men. They are not idiots. Omunye nkurasefo. They did not stay in a village. They have been in the middle of the white men since when they were born. Ntinye broni na de pressure beto Akufo-Addo so e wo kwa be fa so a oni obeko agreement. Enye broni ene de pressure beto Kinoforiata so kwan obefa so obeye banking agreement and as a transaction agreement, but rather they reason as people, they reason as a people of capability, people with the ability to do what the white men are doing. So why do you think say the white man will support MPP to be in power? He will never, because it goes against his own interest. Mustafa Jabir, oye Jimmy pa o maame eno papa nya mo for mo nkuko bom anso na mo wo. Wa Jimmy metumi abobo anya hwe 4 or 5 achievements just in second of this administration. The woman catch yourself bubo anache me bibia waban ya you cannot mention one thing. And yes, as I say who was something it say your government did better in their administration. I say train was say on men country Ghana for you now. All the project, the achievement that the NDC achieved in their term. Train I say na men country Ghana for me pini kura the atomic platform so mo biya, but you have to have the balls as a man to write down this so-called achievement of your John Mahama administration. Trenasio Mustafa Jibri Kwasiato Mulemo Jimmy Dodo anything omo use mu no Kwasia we say you thought them man 5 Ghana cedi obekwa koye demonstration obedi animu because Jimmy no dosh we Jimmy udi nyansa sa no obekwa akone egu omfa nto ne tim no de asua nyansa because of stupidity at the highest level. Nipani binuma Jimmy Mustafa Jibri, me say me twen o comment no. I want you to tell me the achievement of John Mahama as a government in Ghana. Me twen I want you to write it so that I can read to everybody. I want everybody to hear what I'm talking, what you are saying. But I'm waiting for you, so you have to write them. I'm Ghana for you. Hey, I'm a more enye kasa bebre. I'm a more enye we discuss. We are say. I'm a more is about policy. I'm a more is about bringing the energy of all the citizens together on one target. And in their policies are hold on a banner diabano. Eye policies are involve directly and indirectly the citizens of the country. That is why. And you know, instead of say, ye beka ye ho abom, na ye adwuma ebe manko so aba omanum no. Ye wo NDC fo a omo make sure say they will divide us so that they can have this power that they are hungry after. aban bɛn na aba Ghana so watimi esi interchange mmienu ɛwɔ Ghana pɛn ana mmiɛnsa ebi nsi da aban bɛn na aba Ghana watimi ateki Kumasi to Accra railway Kumasi to Accra highway asi ne bo sɛ he is going to make it dual college. Why NIAB? No one apart from his excellency Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and his squad. Abamba na Bagana wetimi atunu ho asi ho within shortest possible time. We are building roads more than everybody, every president ever in Ghana. It's only Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo. And wetimi building within shortest possible time. Number of kilometers in Ghana, everybody would say that he has or he or she has witnessed a new constructed road in his or her area. Obi bia no obetuma ka say ade bi sa ni ho. So what are we actually talking about? Are we talking about our partisan or we are talking about development of the country? If we are talking about development of the country, then I think that the time has come that we as the people, we must to join hands together to make sure say better things ahead of Ghana. We have to participate in the development of the country. We must to involve ourselves in achieving the goal of the country. And you can say, Mahama so many 4 years in Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo the policies so there ban and to when? Where did you hear so? I find a BC here. Therefore, I'm somehow, can I say, I don't understand really, because that video that I saw, me say be boni biem, ama ye nyina ye tie bi no. Aye nyina ye bo ma ye tie bi no. Mo nya so na muntie, but mpese me respond to that guy. Mustafa Jibri, hey, I mean, can say munchiro. Your government, your NDC leadership, they fail in every sector of Ghana in terms of governance. They fail at everywhere. Almost fail completely. But enam yen can say enibuya mo binu ma manyo se mo mama ni mie. Enam say nyansa yedi bobra wo abrabom no. Some of you don't have it, you know. It is easy for the NDC to rule you like sheep. It is easy for the NDC to decide what you should talk, what you should say, how you should think. Inti kanya sa enka wo magina ha nka nsema wo kan kire me. Say wa wonim say woda esumu emfe 9. Wa wonim say National Health Insurance na nya adwuma. Wa wonim say school feeding program under John Mahama, the first time in the history of Ghana was only under John Mahama time and a school feeding program and to me Uncle Suye. Planting for food and job is only under John Mahama and Atamers and Uncle Suye. Cocoa gang spraying is only under John Mahama and Atamers and then to me Uncle Suye. Cocoa farmers pension scaled and only Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo and Adwene Akuafo Omo. So wo ene wa ban NDC for you benefited from the cocoa farmers for years and years. You did not think about them. Teachers training allowance, you fail. Nurses training allowance, you people fail. The growth to GDP, you fail. where did you grow, or where did you have an positive impact in Ghana's Ghana as a country? Nowhere. During your time, the security of Ghana was really bogus. During your time, the policemen were not having police vehicles. During your time, the military were not equipped. During your time, the navy were not equipped. During your time, there was nothing, and nothing like free SHS for all Ghanaians of Ghana. So what do you want me to go and prepare before I can talk to you? Is it because you're an illiterate that you want the others to feel like you? Some of we Ghanaians, we think, we reason, we do researches, we talk with people before we talk. We are not like you. We are not like you people that consume only information that they want you to know. So if I tell you, say, the Ghana GDP under your government was really weak. It is the weakest among all the governments. So we can't say the exchange rate of dollar in Ghana during your time was the, can I say, can I tell you, say, it's during your time, the exchange rate of dollar was the worst ever. But you say, well, Jimmy Obekachem said that 7, and John Mahama Bresson that 5. But you don't understand the percentage of increment, period of time, it may grow to that point. You can never understand it. You talk 50 Ghana credit, but now social media so now more can but you don't know, say, these leaders of the NDC are buying your intellectuality. They are even buying your mindset. They are asking you to say, to think, to do what they want you to do. And yes, sir, can you not come here to tell me what you are saying? What, Jimmy? Mitimu say, who say we are omo school omo baba ni bi. Who say mitimu say won to book nkane won shedan trans into book say o kan. It's only what the teachers taught you in the school that you are using it to move on. And in here, you don't understand what I'm talking about. Because CD to dollar ratio, your government was the worst. John Mahama, and now you the worst management, economic management team. In fact, you call IMF. Didn't you call IMF? What you say, didn't you or Bibe Pajana mind seek assembly Akoshabru in some? Didn't you? It's only when the economic management team are not strong enough, when they don't have the knowledge to manage the economy. It's only that time that you take your own Ghanaian economy to the white man and telling the white man to manage your economy for you. Is that how we go? Is that how we rule or we lead the country? Necessarily, give it to my government, but Jimina does you don't understand the impact of IMF on Ghana's economy. Jimina Jim you don't understand the impact of COVID-19 on Ghana's economy. You don't understand the impact of Russia-Ukraine war on Ghana's economy. Now they are monitoring. Jimmy, you will see what is going to happen in Ghana. Worldwide. And Diana Hombayedna. To the Montraho. Now, the government is not giving work. Now, as I said, you see how things are going to get hard. Globally, because the Russia and then, Niana Yedin and then, and then ya do we, ye cherry, to me a day, import at a higher price. But Sabri or Mokontoquano, nobody is cultivating. Enti Niania Hudu Binuma every season or more parcel next season or more a push it to our country. No, I was until once I said we are not going to get them. Their prices are going to get high, and it will even become difficult to find them because there is no production. But more Jimmy, most more doing say say fry oil boy e dren Ghana yakofo ado mom na ban ye mo jimi no say market woman bi a oye greedy ekofa tomatoes free Kumasi techimantia at 150 Ghana no de bedru Kumasi no say oton 500 Ghana jiminti huntime nwene hu say sa nipa na oton tomatoes na ye criminal jiminti ba yira ye don wo Ghana ye nkofo mfiri amano ne de ba obi turn abodran you cannot think far to understand say it's the person that is greedy but it's not the government. All this because ya can't tell them say akufo adone na ban enye papa ntino omuntumi omo na omo ama nema bo ayedre we dem montra na mo behu you see what will happen nema bo ba ba yedre more because the effect of the Ukraine-Russia war no the first impact was higher cost of commodities. The second impact is lack of commodities or product on the market. Until you call the second phase. That place no is you cannot find a thing to buy them because there is no availability of such product. But so shallow-minded people like NDC would think say, another danko kufuado abang and a man near my boy ayedin. And another danko kufuado abang and a man near my mama. No one meaning who say, Job Mahama sold the seaport to the France millionaire. And this French millionaire is collecting every taxes of importation plus the increasement of everything due to COVID. So, what are we talking about? Huh? Mustafa Jibili, what is it, Jimmy? You could have seen it, you have to think. You have to think more. Don't always consume whatever Captain Smart, what is the name of the other guy, Kevin Taylor. Don't always accept Dr. Ren, everything that he will tell you to be the only truth in the world. But try to reason as a person. Try to be yourself. Try to be a human being and stop being a dog and a sheep to the NDC. Because NDC will be Bamawa and Komwaye every amanetrim. And therefore, me the number to so one person free input to some point, you can also call. If not, I think that I will bring it to an end. Woman, I feel na yekwa juma bantino, I feel na yebe ne marketing kitivina. Yet to me, I had to me, I am near my binumasa. Until Mr. Oh, Hannah, who say, oh, I send bika, a fan, Sama make an one. Mr. Wa say, my opinion number and the atoho. For Madrana Fred, now also can't the original a far as Sama making home. Because I think, say, really, no, and for reality, no, we Ghanaians ourselves, we are enemies of our own progress. That is why the suffering in Ghana is becoming unbecoming.
Sold for 50 cities here.
But in Kumasi and even other places, it goes for 200 Ghana cedis.
We near 50, and we near 30, and we near 10.
Farmers here say they are being shortchanged by the traders. For them, prices of foodstuff should not be too expensive considering how much traders buy it from them. The traders buy it from us at a very low price. They are the ones who rather benefit from the business because they can buy a bucket for 50 cedis and sell to the consumer in 3 foods. The bag of pepper is sold to the trader at 200 cedis. Meanwhile, the farmer even spends more than that to plant. Farmers are always shortchanged. But traders have justified the market prices. They say the hikes in fuel prices is a determining factor. But how much is the cost of transporting the tomato from this farming community to the market center? Before the fuel increment, we charged 10 cedis per box, but now charge 15 cedis from Techimentia to Kumasi.
One box we are
For the final consumer, he has to get 3 of these for 5 cedis in Kumasi.
Ibrahim Abubakar, TV3 News, Techimentia, Ahafo region.
Prices of foodstuffs have shot up, and tomato, which is an essential ingredient in our dishes, is not an exception. Now, when you come to places like Techimentia, this box is being sold for 150 cedis. That's what the traders buy from the farmers. But same box is being sold between 500 and 600 cedis in Kumasi. Now, this one is also sold for 50 cedis here.
But in Kumasi and even other places, it goes for 200 Ghana cedis.
We near 50, and we near 30, and we near 10.
Farmers here say they are being shortchanged by the traders. For them, prices of foodstuff should not be too expensive, considering how much traders buy it from them.
The trade.
Adafo medamu nyina se mo ba ye na ye ne mo nyina eye show way. Se de munim no brebia no ye taba life and na ye try to see how our studio has been turned to. From today going no, we will be coming live and live. Wa wo hwe me wo Brafi TV mechiawo. Sanso na wa wo hwe me wo Diana Rivers Media wonso no mechiawo. Sanso na mo hwe me wo Kennedy Japan Junior nso mechiamo. Adofo as they said ye we na me de to monim. Mesre mo subscribe me channel wa wo YouTube no. E freni Ras Media GH. Ukohwa na wa subscribe kama e dia mama said e be ya. Brebia na ye be ba no asema ye be kan wo be one of the first people to get to this information. Midamu nyina ase semoni yen e be ye program we. E dia nse sada e still the original. Mena ene me ye dey meti adwam. Midamu nyina ase I think say we will meet again today in the evening. Have a good day. Bye bye.